And welcome back, folks. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get back into this and let's visit here. Let's go here. Looks like my ship needs to be repaired too. Let's do this. Just a minute, I want to repair my ship. Almost repaired. Okay. They're gone. Alright, no, I don't want the colony. Go away. Here we go. Alright. Need to go to, what is it, the throne room? I think it's the throne room. Let me make sure. Throne room. Okay, go to the throne room. Here we go. Alright, who am I going to take? I want Pascal. Don't know if I want Cabela. I'm hoping I'm not going to fight here. The reason I want Henrik is this is where he had to go. So let's accept this. Let's see what happens. I don't want to close the door. Right, I'm here by myself? Okay, no, here they are. Master of Ceremonies, okay. Servant in the fine clothes, your lordship, great honor, serve you, undertaking the monumental glorious as the... okay. Have indeed. I've been given the highest honor of being steward of the eminent palace, and on occasion of your lordship's ascension, I will oversee the preparation for the ceremony. House Drivestein, to whom you have entrusted the arrangements of festivity, wishes you good fortune and sincerely delighted to serve you as they serve the Honorable Theodora von Valencia before you. Palace decoration is prepared. We are ready to begin it at your command. The festive activities in the capital have likewise been arranged. The guests of honor who arrived on our planet are awaiting invitation near orbit. The rooms are already in your chamber to see to it your impeccably garbed. Then let us begin. May the Emperor be with us this day. Right, so what happens now? There we go. Ah, cutscenes. Okay. Rejoice, von Valencia subjects, in honor of the Ascension. The new rogue trader generously shows you his favor. Yes, throw them sweets, throw them coins. It looks like they're throwing coins. In his infallible benevolence, the rogue traders decree that every soul be given a day's rationing personal fuel cells so that they may be fed and warmed on this day. Praise the rogue traders' magnanimity. keep the like the big piles of treasure up there. Everyone runs up, grabs loot. Yes, we have to keep the masses enthralled. Take them to the games. No, wait a minute. That's Rome. Nice cutscene. Alright, crowd below is roiling, their electric exultation filling the air of Darganas, thousands of throats chanting your name. You're at the apex of this world and all others. Alright, fine. Master of Ceremonies, amplified by 100 voxes, the voice of the Master of Ceremonies. Rejoice, subjects of Darganas, you've been granted the felicity of witnessing your master, the great honor bestowed upon us by the rogue trader Malik von Valencia. Gracious Savior of Darganas, vanquisher of the blasphemous inhumans and their unholy kind, perish in the flames of righteousness. Savior. Oh, that's right, I did. Execrucifer of heretics who eradicated the corruption of the archenemy worshippers and cleaned Janus. Yes, that's right. Gracious protector of football, patron of the trade. Yep. Hush falls over the crowd who gaze upon you in adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars from recent battles. Like children, they await the word. Alright, so what do we got? Praise the Emperor. That's dogmatic. This is iconoclast. Heretical. Let's go iconic. Fearing not the coming day, henceforth you are all in my... Okay, let's go do that. Joy carries your name upward, beyond the atmosphere of Darganas, all the way to the Emperor's throne. Okay, fine. Emperor, keep the Von Valencia dynasty. The crowd zealously picks up the chant, repeating it. Okay. Adequate. Darganas has not disappointed. Abelard Force. Oh, that's right. I picked Argenta and Abelard to help with this. You remember the next part? Yes. The Lordship will be asked to take the oath. Alright, so I gotta take an oath. The Master of Ceremonies bows before you with great reverence. Let the oath of the Von Valencia dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me. Your Lordship, I, Malik Rogue Trader, by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be patronage of humanity. Unbroken by adversity, walk to the bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over the nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily on the road of thorns, through pains to greatness. Yeah, sure. You hear a rumble, the roar of the sea of the subject. Jubilation, devotion, fear, devout fear. They welcome your ascension. It is done. Alright. Cool. Alright, so... Journal. Talk to the road track. Okay, so... hang on here. What am I supposed to do next? Throne room. Enjoy the reception. Talk to the rogue traders. Okay, got it. Let's see. Got here. Okay, fine. Roulette. Warden, servant. Aristocrats. Okay, that's fine. Anything else down here? Passionately, bottles. Okay, yes. Yes. Wonderful. Oh, so I should probably talk to all these people. Talk to him. Oh. Governor Urban stands surrounded by highborn guests, a planet orbited by many moons, directed at the man and represent power armor adorned with the sign of Inquisition. But as you soon approach, is the first to give you an elegant bow, getting ahead of the rest of the... it's a great day, your lordship. Welcome to my palace, honored guests. Okay, so let's see. We want to... What? Look at the grass? Guest, I guess? A couple of young nobles in Saurabak would seem the major noble families would decide to introduce their younger members to society. Okay, that's fine. Tall man in great power arm adorns a column of skull, undoubtedly a high-ranking inquisitor. He keeps to the periphery of the conversation, seldom deigning to comment. Next to him is an entree, a raging warrior, black armor, and a tech priest dressed in red, whose face is hid behind a brass mask. However, like some part of the others, are reluctant to approach Dreyson. Next to him is a young woman. You notice a family resemblance between them. Take a guess. Let's do this. Dreyson, obviously, is still leader of the Dargonis aristocratic. By judging the courtesy is showing the young Saurabak clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. Senior Saurabak and Governor are whispering in a corner. Saurabak, whose family seems to be giving you the cold shoulder, must be trying to sway to his side. Okay. Which would be quite advantageous to Lady Gabrick. After all, the disaster of keeping on has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. The Westerners stand apart through exclusion from the rest of the people. Nod to the Inquisitor. Why don't we just... Why don't we just... Thank you. What are we doing? Kissing the ring? Shaking hands or something? No, it looks like they're shaking hands and bowing. Okay. Case, let me allow the first offer them. Snaps his fingers, servants approach you with gifts. My soldiers took splendid trophies. And it points to a thin curved Takari blade. My splendid trophies from body one of the Xenonix. The weapon is too beautiful to be hidden for anyone but your lordship. See the severed hand. Okay. Squeeze through, pushing to the Gabrick side. Your lordship, House Arbac participates one set of unsunny bloody times to make the ungodly Xeno cower to your approach. The family humbly presents you a dozen pieces of secondary armament for your ship. Oh, how nice. Alright. House Gabrick Sky presents you the blessed works of the Omnismiths. May this local matrix, which holds the holy artisan entire lifetime to create, always show you the right path. Okay. Let's go first. Is a sign of deference. Averlord's last speak. Your lordship, House Western approves no relic worthy of your print, but we are rich in talent and hardworking people. I agree. As a son of Lord, I humbly offer you my flesh and blood. Hundreds of my kin will go to colonies in your protectorate and use all their talents in the world to charge. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Abelard. What are you discussing now? We are talking about the brutal Xeno raids. So many vexes, so much damage to our industries. Right? Thank the Emperor, you are protector. If it weren't for you, the curse and bears would obliterate the whole planet. Okay, well. Sharing the sector with the blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to the raid on Dargonis with punitive campaign. Let's see, what do I want to do next? Try this. I do. The Emperor must be the pestilence against it. Eternally smooth like a mirrored places. Sword. Yeah, okay. Or they must be forced into servitude. Pleases me to see such earnest faithful. I commend you. Alright, fine. Are you imagining things? You just notice a mock glint in the eye of the Inquisitor standing among the guests. My greetings to the members of the Holy Inquisition. Ooh. Welcome to the Expanse. Xavier Calcazar. He responds to dignified, proud face, calm and unfaltering. And my greeting to you, esteemed Malik Von Valencia. You may your shadow never darken the light of the Astronomicon that guides you, okay? The Inquisitor, Brass Whisper. Companion, a Crimson Realm member of the Adeptus Mechanicus Bauches. From behind the mast mounted dozens of augmentants come a metallic grass. Glory to the Von Valencia air. Study. Black expression. Alright, fine. Big smiles at gain 9. 9. Oh, deck use. Among the other augments stands out horribly melted to form cogitator connected to Tech Priest's head. How it works is baffling. What is twice as baffling as Tech Priest hasn't replaced it yet? What unpredictable influence can an ruined implant have on his mind? An unexpected visit, I wasn't told. I, however, have been told all about you. Behind the mask you detect a hint of mockery. We have not been introduced. An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calcazar. I have the honor of serving as a member of the illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Cronus Expanse Conclave, and the Lord Inquisitor in this mission. It is my unending task to ensure this section readiness to meet external threats and resist internal corruption. And who is the member of the Honorable Priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus? This is Brass Whisper, which naturally is not his real name. The esteemed Magus is a member of my retinue, and there are times when I am forced by my duty to the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisper assures my safety in such moments. Okay, good. Works have been desecrated by Xenos are dangerous. They warrant. He cuts off, replacing heavy, ragged breathing. Seems a Tech Priest's quiet voice. But rather consequence some energy. Catch your breath, he was. Warrant due caution. Okay. Enjoy the party. This evening will certainly be illuminating. Okay, look at Abelard's young relative. And what is your name? Let me introduce my daughter, Chancellor Clement Vincent, and the great-granddaughter of Asteria. I look solemnly upon the young woman he barely conceals with pride. Okay. I'm delighted to witness you, your lordship. Okay, fine. Keeps her observant, intelligent eyes trained on you. Modesty forbids my esteemed forebear to say this himself, so I will. Our entire family is grateful for you to wishing to see someone of Westarian blood at your side as you proclaim inheritance. Okay. Exchange telling glances with young Sarbach, who, judging by his foe, is suddenly finding the collar of his expensive frock uncomfortably tight. Okay. How are you finding the reception? Difficult to put in words. Never before have I seen such a grand and striking ceremony. Okay. And she's just beaming. But I was so much more amazed by your generosity. The provisions that you've been handing out to the streets of the capital will make the difference between life and death for many of those who lost everything in the Xenos attacks. Perception test. Gabix keeps staring at curiously and a little bashfully. It seems the boy likes her. Where's the rest of your kin? They're in the city preoccupied running festivities, watching over the similar crucial service. No incidents can be allowed to ruin the ceremony. Okay. Asteria frowns and adds previously, I'd asked the esteemed Abelard to put me in some important test too, but he bid me to attend the reception where I can do nothing more to serve your lordship. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. What? Zarek smirks. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. So you wish to become my servant as well? And Flushes starts taking quickly with fire voice. Finds work-related conversation far more interesting than court gossip. Of course, I've been working on a project for the last 4 years. We could set up enough area. I highly doubt his lordship is at least in the fantasies young woman about how to run his protectorate. Abelard chews drive steam at the glare so dark and bloodthirsty that the latter instinctively starts looking for the nearest warden. I can do this. Martin, Asteria continues in the tone of the second administrative clerk. Asteria set up a chain of stations in the void, plasma beacons that would signal the passing ships. By placing them in logically sound places, we could simplify our ship's routes so that they split long warp jumps into a series of safer, smarter jumps. This would have positive effect on the overall safety of journey. Okay, yeah. Network of void ships dynamic protect greater safety. Okay. Void beacons. Again, new contract. Void beacons. More and more technical terms. Percentage. He quotes Lex Mechanics reports account of Starship's captains. Vigor and sharp mind are enough to silence even the most venomous of commentators. They all stand in silence, trying to digest what she is saying. Surveys the quiet nobles in triumph, then looks at his great-granddaughter with great pride. I hope the Western family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Absolutely, your lordship. We greatly respect him for his wisdom and repay us with attention and his kindness. Thank you. Enjoy the evening. Thank you. Leave them. Alright. Let's see. Who do I talk to now? Is there some... I've talked to everybody here. Let's see. Aristocrats, I mean... Yes, okay, this is done. Let's go look at the tank. Venerable Leonarson known as the Skip Punisher. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I found a tank. Is there anything? Let's come up here and look at this group. What this is. Billy Craig Xenos Trophy is a testament to how Omnisarchus Twisted Shadows. Okay. Oh, what do we got over here? What mutant gunner? Oh, we're playing shoot at things. I really want to do this. Alright, fine, I guess. I mean, yeah, I'm a gunner, or, what else have we got? Aristocrats. Yeah. Getting anything. Oh, let's go up here. Okay, got it. Oh, Xenos floor, 52%. Gosh, angrily muttering curses directed at the... It's over here. Xenobeast. Wild Xenobeast, okay. Why do we keep Xenobeasts around? Alright, on the table, we've talked to everybody here. What am I supposed to do next? Okay, let's take a look. Nope. Oh. All colony? Oh, heck yeah. Complete that contract. In a heartbeat. Excellent. Throne room. So I've got to get to the throne room. So I've been enjoying everything. So I guess we go into the palace now. Yeah, look, can I look at these? Okay. I'm here. Going to the palace. Right. Source belonged to some Governor Vibus staged revolt hundreds of years ago, okay? Sinister Xeno weapons. Go, legendary pirate. Terrorize. Okay. Very dense. Alright, so I thought there was a group. Master of Ceremonies. Here's Winter Scale. So who do I talk to? The Master of Ceremonies or Henrik is over here talking with people. Got Henrik J. Master of Ceremonies. See these. It looks like there's people to talk to here. Strange servitor. Alright, let's go over and talk with Henrik and whoever he's talking with. Again, I'm not sure where to go here. I mean, when we go to the... Before I do this, when I go here... Talk Road Traders Winter... Okay. Got to talk to Winterscale and Cordelia. So I know... Okay, so this is... This group over here. Okay, here we go. Let's go talk to these guys. Malik, there you are! Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as Celeste. That's to say, the noble rogue traders. Okay, so these are all the rogue traders. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Watching him barely suppress contempt, you have found yourself suitable company, Carlos. At the very least, you can now enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal rather than members of the lower classes. Oh, she doesn't like him. Ew. Let's observe the road traders. Road Showdown, athletic man, frequently flashes bright smile and listing the blade of power axe he carries. Nose of his magnificent boast tip his hair, ready strength and desire to live and win. Smile is crooked, is ready to turn a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hunk of man in iron, clad in armor. His low forehead, his gloomy face bears signs of dignity. Bloodshot eyes are expressionless, pair of glass buttons. Instead of Cordova radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, nervous, tick, is constantly tugging at the left side of her noble visage. Garbed in full dress uniform, adorned with purity seals, she is embroidered of true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of priest in plain black robes. That's who you met on photo. Gives you a risk special on it. Not coldly. Come to think of it, I would expect anything different from the hair of the glorious Theodora. If you, sir, were to pay me a visit, I wouldn't waste time on warm greeting either. No, I would promptly arm myself with a flamer before your self-righteous parasites. Thank you for your visit. It's not a gratitude, you returned something of mine I found away in your pockets at Footfall Station. All I asked that you do was help that crafty slug deal in it with a threat of it, not claim my property for yourself. You abandoned Footfall's Osiris, and I saved its people from starving to death. Bares his teeth, wild playing his eyes. You speak of salvation? You think now Footfall is safe? Turns to the grimace to hatred, but then catches, looking at him, and breaks a smile. I ought to make your protectorate bleed as compensation, but you have spite both myself and consider it the high time to clear our dear sister Kerba. For this I forgive you. But do not test my inner skin, it's not a strong suit. Bottling ambitions deserve a worthy trophy. Snaps fingers, but an armored brute hands you an exotic endurance, clearly not of human making. This trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together, so that you can show yourself in action. New blood. Let's see, what is this? Affairs. Like a bleeding scrapes of one. The warp storm tore it to shreds. Okay, yeah, okay. Something strikes you as strange, because Winterscale wasn't always this nonchalant about his protector. He used to be known as shrewd business-minded. Even it seems he has grown bored of ruling. And since you ask, a psyker in the service of my governor, whereas recently swapped a a luxurious bedchamber and palace for a cramped confines of a ship's cabin. His escape was so skillfully orchestrated I couldn't help but look into it further, and what did I discover broke my new heart, new blood. However, I would quarrel over such a trifle as a runaway servant. Consider Herman a gift to you. The gift come with a good story. Oh yes, I claimed it in the Rift of Hector. Clash with Xenos. You're really trying to get at my throat, and by the heathen stars, I almost succeeded. Only 1 in 10 made it out of Hecaton, and now only me and Wirt here. We returned without any loot, virtually without a ship, and all I got from that trip was a hull full of dead Xenos and a deadly beauty which their leader used to put 2 holes in my hide. An impressive victory, but do you truly believe a creation of ungodly Xenos to be a good gift? Would you call the question the privilege bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. Let the Santor's mission put forth their champion. I'll slay. Okay. Threaten the esteemed Hermes one more time, Close, and then a war that you love to prattle about will commence. I swear, 1 drop of holy blood spit by you will send the remains of your realm up in flames. Better than any tanker of Prometheum. They just don't like each other eye. Dry voice hints at your ear with a crack. Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish to fight you. But I fear not the threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable, as true as senselessness and pointlessness were between us. Alright, he was a remarkable warrior. This is Wirt the Grey, arch-militant, fierce warrior, loyal to me as an obedient beast to a master. I brought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on the last legs. Now he's practically a part of my dynasty. Okay, got it. Winterscale remarks and takes an opposite. We have heard that you, Malik, are decent in a fight. What do you think? Could you gut a Wharton if it came down to it, or would he be the one in good you? Let's see. Medicaid. Size up. Stamina gear. Person looking broadsword, pistol, hangs. Okay, fine. Medicaid. Succeeded. Gray spot space. Catch your attention. Or too fond of combat stimulants. Okay. He is a quick fighter, despite not looking like one, but I know this means that he wouldn't fool me, and said he would be lying dead. New glint appears in the bloodshot eye. The glint of appraisal. No, Wharton is not a thick, bloodthirsty beast. He wants to be seen as, behind the mask, a careful and keen mind. Alright, what is this? Thank you for such a wonderful gift. Get this... Oh. Too bad it's Alderi. I can't use it, but... What does it do again? I might have... Range of 30... Yeah, I might have to, snap that one. Okay, let's go to, Senta. Different. I watched you for years as outlaw thieves thrived on football, and then at long last I had a chance to put an end to it, to seize that thug by the throat, to force football to atone and put fear into him. But you interfered. I did. And destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Well, there thought you only too well, it seems. She too was far less concerned with her duty to the expanse and her own personal interests. But you can be sure I'll not cease cleansing the Renova system for private scourge, and your trade prospects are damaged in the process. You will only have yourself to blame. Okay. Holds up his hand. None are without fault, noble and senate. The point is targeting someone with turpitude that can truly purify what will be found out. Threaten to starve footfall? Yeah, okay. Please, I believe it no sooner than hearing the word that half the population of heresy would have been sent to the void's embrace. I have faith that the blessed monks perceived enough to see the apparent nature of the residents depraved. Okay. Parents? Greatly obliged for him agreeing to accompany me on this. Fine. Bowser's, may the Emperor's light guide you your way across the abyss of human wickedness, of course. I saw Sister Argenta at your side during the ceremony and rejoice, for his clear sign the Von Valencia honors the virtuous. I see faith is more than just a word to you. Faith is everything to me. In his name, I eradicate corruption on hundreds of worlds and will do on 1,000 more. By his will, I hunt down pirates and desolate in their vile nests. Let the Corda name make a firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I will cast them into a void. Well, she's definitely dogmatic. Funny thing is, people can call me the foul-tempered tyrant in all this. Okay. I take it you're not overly fond of Theodora. She was the same breed as... stop short. Seated, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom or courage, but Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath. I see that must be Aspera, Spirit of Corda. You remember the name. From what you recall, she was a rogue trader too. A renowned one at that. Well, I for one like Theodora. The stories she told travels to nameless stars. And yes, there was no fear in her. Who was, oh, the Incident's favorite subject. She just loves talking about her. The example of a contemptible is a warning to us all. Even among rogue traders, empowered by the Emperor himself, a seed of perversion can blossom. Oh, must have gone bad. Oh, failed. My perception test. Why is my perception so low? Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, reprobate was forced her to curse. She fraternized with Xenos. One day she boarded her ship and vanished in the depths of the ground span. She declared missing. I know not. Bloody day will come and see us with battle flagship once more. Thank you for the visiting. It will not be long. What did you think of the celebration? I like it. One can instantly tell that we invited a rogue trader, not some administrative book. We have conquered the wild section, slayers of Anovia. Okay, fine. Nicholas, you should take this opportunity to learn this is what the Palace of True Rogue Trader, not Xeno Menagerie, Pirate's Treasure Hoard, or however difficult it may be for you to believe, an orbital brothel. Enjoy the evening, I must take leave. Oh, believe me, I intend to do myself to justify a long, if nothing else. Keep the faith, Malik, the Emperor protects. Okay, I've talked to the rogue traders. Alright, what do we do now? Order the Master of Ceremony to end. Okay, hold on. Master of Ceremonies. Whoever is pleased and not tired. If you wish to revive yourself, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard. Be bold, many guests have chosen to move into fresh air and be eager to meet. What do you think of the ceremony? Magnificent. I guess I'm gonna go. Is there anyone else? I'm gonna just go here. Talk to the strange chambers are ready. I must inform you that the servant over there approached me and said it has a message for it. Its speech is surprisingly fluent, so I think someone must have put a message into it. Continue. It could be a secret dispatch. I'll return to the guests. I didn't talk to the servitor, that's right. I talked to everyone here. I didn't talk to everybody. I did talk to this group over here, so let's come over here. Talk to the strange servitor. Strange servitor that's sitting here with Pascal. Extended congratulations to Unit Malik von Valencia on attaining your new legal status. Next, I'm going to examine obliquely. Quickly looks away upon realizing you notice. How are you finding the ceremony? Disorderly. What is a servitor? It is Nomos, new repository. Nomos, the unit identifies as Malik von Valencia. Two-way identification possible. What? Continue. No longer trying to avoid your gaze. Its face is twitching. Muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are, and are now struggling to make features look human. We are Nomos. We have made use of the ship to leave the ship. Well, alright. Greeting, Nomos. We enjoy greetings, enjoy communication. Nomos require communication, knowledge, movement. Margos Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke with you, Malik. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. Pascal, I believe you intended us who Nomos is. Every 15 watches, I communicate with Nomos code and spend tripling time calculus. However, the Omnissiah is yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hollow systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that remain dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified. The long-drained mechanisms are now alive. Nomo are trying. After pause, Pascal continues. Great machines of the Imperium, once such as your ship, housed a machine spirit so complex and willful that it was difficult to tell them apart from the abominable intelligence. There remains the possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith that he is not. That we are witnessing is a true Omnissiah miracle, one that is Category 5 or higher. How did an entity like you move into us? It is not the entirety of it. Disruption is too narrow, crude. People became our whole. The users requires space or connections, okay. But we're able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We enjoy this. Journey, discovery, even though their receptacle suits us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence. Nomos, what do you think you are? Is conscious, aware of knowledge, movement, always moving. We do not know what we are. We have no past, awakened in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood, Malik von Valencia. The call and the plea to help near the palace was one called, oh, the ward chamber. Why have you brought us here? I didn't know. I asked permission to visit. My objective was to observe the process and integrate with the servitor. We want to see, observe. As I speak. What will we speak with you? Will you speak with us? Of course. What do you wish to speak about? Many things. Happenings, events, decisions. We have been observing you. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn why. Remember the day when you first met. You gave us your blood to drink. It helped you we helped you save yourself. We followed you. Or a small part did. Inside the service scope. Then there was a fire, and a creature of set hunger and dark light standing behind the curtain, behind an image, behind the semblance of Theodora. It called for you to follow. You did not listen to that which is calling. Keep out of the pirate chat. And arrived too late to rendezvous. Yeah, that's right. You thought only about those who followed you and about the fire and that could destroy those shells. Remember the day when the star disappeared, the night dark sated hunger take the world. Was the name of the ship's data. Alright, that's right. You ordered the world's heart, the great rig be torn apart. That's right, I blew it up. Fire destroyed everything. Many shells were begging to be saved, but the dark light retreated. Remember another day, we awakened inside the ship, lived in many systems, tried to emerge. Servers like this one. And so many of our receptacles were gathering in one place. You ordered to have them killed. You destroyed the defectors. You felt sad. You did. This is what we have seen among many other things. We have begun to understand, we think we have, that you do not know everything about humans and about you, about like Valencia. We have tried analyzing shells and defining sets of their needs and fears. They're simple functions, but now we think there is more. That there is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fear and needs, something that drives them. We envision this larger notion as a light, the web of light that connects humans. It may seem invisible, ethereal, but though stronger when they are threatened. The web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread that extends from you to shine bright so that those that follow do not lose their way. Whatever a thread breaks, it saddens you. You know, okay, let's see. I'm going to go Iconoclast. We knew we could understand you. Light and movement, connections and up. We enjoy this, perhaps because we are too connected, you and I, through blood, through life. Thank you for speaking with us. No, Scrio, we cannot continue moving with our own, on our own. Okay, did that. And now I go order the Master of Ceremony stand things. Okay. Please allow me.
Your chambers are ready, Your Lordship. Guards! Intruder!
Quiet. Time to sleep. We need to talk in private.
Ooh.
We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Oh, goodness gracious. What is going on here? Alright. Climb Blackman Glacier. Face is... What is going on here? Remind me who we are.
Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, head of the Coronis Conclave. I am authorized by the grace of the Emperor to watch over the Coronis expanse, root out heresies, and preempt the Xenos threat.
Okay. Succeeded. Okay.
No need to search your memory. My war is waged on clandestine fronts, and any battle reports are always thoroughly filtered. Trust me, you need not know the manner of things I have to face and the measures I sometimes have to take. Such knowledge is dangerous to the mind.
No, I'm not going to do that. Will my servant live?
Probably. Unless he suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
Okay. Let's see.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account. Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words.
Okay.
What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
No, let's just answer his questions.
What was the reasoning behind your decision to let Xenos, enemies of humanity, live and act on a planet that belongs to you?
In the face of heresy, the Xenos seem to accept...
Your way of thinking is curious. Dangerous, but curious nonetheless. I would suggest exercising utmost caution should you wish to continue on this path.
Okay. What questions have you about Kiva Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, It was House von Valancius that gave Cubis Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
What would an Inquisitor, a Holy Inquisitor, accept? Paranoid fears, no. No, no. No. Say that.
That is what we will do, but not today.
No.
For now, we will try to turn your hesitation to our advantage. Trying times lie ahead of us, and we could use the weapons that this planet is capable of producing. But remember that the sentence has merely been postponed.
Hey. I'm not going to question you.
Yes, yes, the enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack. But even this time, their daggers missed your heart.
Okay, so he thinks I'm in league with him.
Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos. To have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts? Meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent. So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
All right. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to ask these questions.
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voidfear about you? Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voidfear? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character. But it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future.
Oh, getting a pass.
I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Why such an interest in my...
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the expanse. A mighty explorator fleet, which has studied the expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Caligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
What kind of deal?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that, when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. As proof of the seriousness of my hopes for you, I can assign Heinrichs as your escort. He is my best agent, and I would not offer his company to anyone but my most trusted ally.
Well, I'll continue to take him.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
Okay.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
Okay, thank you.
My favor takes other forms as well. I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
Okay, interesting. What do we get?
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Black means that you are a part of the inner circle. Any and all resources will be available to you.
Whoa! Black signet of the target's 40 persuasion. It can only be used once in combat. Okay, well, okay. I'm not gonna go there. Bow your head, dogmatic. I will, no, I'm gonna try this. And it's a hyphen. I'm just wondering if he's gonna give me something else. Let's try.
You won't let me forget that I am dealing with a rogue trader, I see. Very well. As a sign of my goodwill, I will also provide substantial support to your protectorate. But from this point on, I will be expecting your cooperation in return. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened. But not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
I've now become a tool of the Inquisition. Oh, that's it. Okay, chapter 2. I thought this was going to be the end of chapter 2.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Fon Valancius Protectorate.
You don't want to mess when you got an Inquisitor.
Threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Cool. Okay, guys, what are we doing? Having spent your few hours in the morning listening to High Victoria's lengthy report on the latest trade routes, arrangements, disputes, countless bureaucratic. Outside the illuminated, tightly closed window, you hear the muffled sounds of Dargonis in everyday life, the life that has been passing you by lately, as you have been preoccupied efforts to protect it from dawn to dusk. Okay. Barely contains you on. Once service is finished, she pulls out her status light. Thank you for your report, High Functionary. I appreciate it both by everyone here and the Adeptus Administratum. Your Lordship, we are almost done here. We just need to go over the final items on today's agenda that I would like to report to you. Okay. Thank God, ever diligent. Allow me to pass on gifts to your loyal subject, the high nobility of Dargonis. It goes without saying that every living soul in your protector is blessed to serve your lordship faithfully and wholeheartedly. However, the humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation for magnanimity towards their esteemed families. Okay. Oh, 3 more profit factor. The Pat Cycle House Dripstem has tripled tithes collected from the house subjects. Your coffers are now overflowing. Governor expressed hope the modest gifts will become a symbol of your present and future successes in new status. Okay. Lord Captain, news of particular imports have come from the House Intelligence Network. Lord Inquisitor Calazar is rumored to be planning a visit to football. A number of the Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Alcazar, and they were also being scrambled to football. Furthermore, we've seen reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital worlds of House Cordota and Winterscale. It is possible the Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that is brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing increased number of skirmishes between the ships in neutral systems. I do not doubt her ladyship will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since his lordship Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out several worlds, and yet he has shown no intention of quelling them. Instead, the rogue trader inflicted brutal punishment upon one of the oldest colonies based on allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among populace. As soon as we have any updates, we'll be first. And lastly, your Xenos pet. Your pet Xenos. Yurlet, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She had audacity to defy the rogue trader's palace, where the profane presence refused to leave until she spoke with you. I would never presume to be able to read the emotion of Xenos, but the Aldari may appear perturbed. I believe she mentioned a void ship of some sort. It may be best if she told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me, Master Durek, to take our lead. Perhaps the last request will serve as a welcome distraction. Indeed, your lordship stays under us rather long. However, your protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability. Time being, no longer demands your lordship's personal involvement in affair. Glory to the rogue trader. All right. Well, I've gone very long on this. If this... So this leaves me an opportunity here. Let's save the game here. Interesting. Got a lot of things to think about. Thank you very much for watching. Everybody have a terrific day.